Welcome to the Wicker Bar. We are at our remote location here this evening. I'm the host of your show, Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the motherfucking Delridge. We were out in the small town of Shelton today. We were hitting up the thrift stores, one of which is the senior citizen one, called the Nifty Thrifty, and the other one is kind of closer into town, and that's called, what's it called? Treasures and something, the treasure box or something. At the treasure box, whatever it's called, we found 2 copies of the Mr. Boston's official bartender's guide. One is the official, deluxe official, and the other one is just the, I guess the other one's the deluxe official as well. This one is, I wrote this down, this one is the 35th printing from 1966. This one is the 56th printing from 1977, and the very first printing was in 1935. And wait a minute, one of them, this one had a picture of this woman and her dog in there from October 11th of 1999. That's Chris and Scully. It was in... I don't know. It was nestled in between those pages. So from the looks of it, Mr. Boston's used to have the monopoly on boozes and whatnot back in the day. No longer is the case. I don't even know if there's even Mr. Boston's product around. I don't know. But once again, we are we're working on pretty limited cocktail fixings here, and I really wanted to make something that was here in the book out of what we had. Earlier on this afternoon, we made up a little batch of a grenadine. Remember how you make that? Just like simple syrup, instead of water, you use pomegranate juice. And if you're lucky enough, you have a little, you do a couple of little drops of lemon juice and some orange blossom water, if you happen to have it. We don't have that here. So, the cocktail that I found in the book that I'm going to make this evening is called the Gin and Sin. And it has gin, it has lemon juice that we already had, it had some grenadine, and it had some orange juice. So we did, coincidentally, have an orange. So that is very, very good. I didn't really want to make something up. I wanted to keep it pure with these cocktail books here. I need 2 ounces of orange juice. I'm going to be pretty close right here. Let me just be on the safe side. Yes, found 3 pennies today. Very exciting. No, actually 1 penny today. We found 3 pennies yesterday. That was pretty exciting. As well as at the Goodwill in Shelton as well, over by the Fred Meyer. We found a $10 Nespresso machine, which is pretty sweet because that's about a $175 item, and we do like to use the Nespresso. Okay, here we go. So we're going to start off with our gin. And this, I kind of quadrupled the recipe. And we got these at, God, this holds 5 ounces. It's going to throw me off. That's a weird. 4 ounces of gin. 3 lemon. Perfect. Ugh, pardon me. Ugh. 2 OJ. Oh yeah, good call on the extra bit there. And then one tablespoon of our freshly prepared grenadine. I'm gonna go just a wee bit over. I'm going closer to 2. That's because that's how I do it. All right. the Gin and Sin. My other choices were the Shady Grove that had gin, lemon juice, and powdered sugar. The other one was the Polo that had lemon juice, orange juice, and gin. The other one was the Peter Pan that had gin, orange juice, and vermouth and bitters. And the other one was the Fine and Dandy that had gin, triple sec, and lemon. So, you know, I had a fairly, you know, robust list there. Not a lot of variety, but, you know, a lot of these older cocktails, very, very subtle. It's very, very subtle. It's kind of like how when people make beer and wine these days. Just, you know, just this much of Cascade hops or just this much of Frugal hops, you know, makes it unique. And I'm feeling pretty good about this cocktail tonight. We are doing dinner tonight. We have some, where we are here on location, we had some of this Italian sausage and some of this marinara that we made up while we were down here. I don't know if you remember that video where we made the sausages braised in the red sauce, tomato sauce, which wasn't really very good. It wasn't a very good dinner at all. Last night's dinner was very, very tasty. Oh, look at that. The Gin and Sin. I'm not sure what part the sin is. Maybe, I think if you had sin, you'd throw a little, whatever kind of... No.
Just put it down. It's too full.
Too full. That's what they all say. Let's see. Oh, yeah. That's good. I'm glad I'm always afraid the lemon, sometimes some of those lemons are just a little too tart. They tend to overpower the drink. So I am glad that I did reduce the lemon. And a little bit more orange. That's a very, very tasty cocktail. Once again, I am Lord Zippy Blaine, the Duke of the motherfucking Del Ridge. I'm the host of your show, The Wicker Bar. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. I think we're almost up to 80 subscribers. I know in this day and age, it's like everybody get like 6 of them in your thing every day. Like my band, like my fanzine, this, that, or the other. You know, just... do me a solid. Hopefully you're learning something here. I'm teaching you some tasty cocktails for the past 8 months. That's 8 times, let's say 20 cocktails a month. That's at least 160 different cocktails that we have done since all of this started. And it looks like there's no end in sight. And we are excited to be here. We're excited to have 2 versions of the Mr. Boston Deluxe Official Bartender's Guide. Thank you very much from the Wicker Bar. We'll decide. We're kind of skimpy on our equipment and whatnot here. We don't have a tripod or any lighting. We do, of course, have public domain radio, which is pretty sweet because we like the smooth old jams that go with the smooth old cocktails. All right, thank you very much, and we'll catch you back. Hope you enjoy this cocktail. The Gin and Sin out of the Mr. Boston's Deluxe Cocktail Guide.